Okay, this is a video concerning the financial realities of being a self-published author. At this stage of my life, I've written about 5 titles, 2 of which are moral or philosophical works which I've retired because next year when I turn 40 I want to re-examine them, and then I plan to do so for every consecutive decade of my life. So they'll be coming back out again next year in a much more well considered form. However, the other 3 titles are the Book of Irvine, A Contemptuous Cargo, which is a adult fiction book for fans of Lovecraft, Tolkien and Pratchett. So it's a fantasy setting, it's got some really sort of evil, dark moments in it, adult moments, and also it has some sort of humour like Pratchett. So there's that one. Next up is Sire Sillinghamn's Emancipated, Chrono-Cosmological, Vicarious, Tome, Versifications, Volume 1, which is a collection of over 100 of my poems, which I have written throughout the years and decided to start putting them into tomes sort of thing. They vary very much in tone and subject matter. You can hear me narrating, there's some about halfway through at the minute on my YouTube channel if you want to check out the poetry. Okay, so finally on to At the Bottom of the Green Garden and Beyond, which I've renamed from Grandfather Nebulous to Benjamin David Hanson, which is the name I was assigned at birth. I did this because I want to differentiate from the adult material that I put out under Grandfather Nebulous, because this is for children. It's sort of, you know, I have been told that it's a little bit like Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and that sort of thing, suitable for sort of 8+. So yeah, this is coming out. I've been taking it around to local bookshops and stuff, and this gets me onto the financial aspect, which is that if you choose to go with global distribution, that means getting it on Amazon, into big book chains like Waterstones, and although they won't stock it on the shelves, you can go in there and they will have it on their registry and they will order it in for you. And now of course you can always just go straight to Lulu, the website that I use for printing books, and order it straight from there, which means that it will be much better for me financially as well. Anyway, I wanted to show you the sort of inner workings and how difficult it is to be competitively priced as a self-published author. So I'm going to have to cut here and then show you the actual screens with the numbers on. Okay, cheers. Okay, so this is the pricing page for your self-published book. Okay, once you get all your details uploaded and everything else. Okay, so you've got a revenue goal here. So you know, I wrote this book. It took me a long time to write it and sort of get it up to where I want it, many hours. I'm going to see, you can see here what I've tried typing in the past. So I'm going to put £2.50 and change that to Great British pounds. Okay, so as you can see, the lowest, I mean, I don't think £2.50, considering I wrote it and put all the time into it, is that much of a is being too greedy. Okay, so the minimum I could sell it for is £14.87 if I want to sell it on global distribution. So that's this one here. Okay, so you've got 14, so it's nearly 15 quid. You've got the print cost, which is £4.31. The distribution fees, that's the crazy bit, this is £7.44. And then you got gross profit £3.12. Lulu take a cut of that, 62p, and then your estimated revenue is £2.50 after that. Distribution fees of £7.44 for what exactly? For being on Amazon and they order it and then they print it out exactly the same as they would on the other ones. It's insane. And of course, if it's only a sort of paperback book like this, maybe if I turn this into a hardback, but most of the competitors are going to be around the £8–10 mark. However, if I go directly through the Lulu bookstore revenue, so as you can see, 15, so then I get nearly a tenner, while Lulu take their share of that. I end up with nearly £9 profit. So what I'm going to do with all my books is I'm going to take them off global distribution, so they're not on Amazon or anything, and I'm going to put them the price down to something approaching a reasonable fee. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to sell it for like £8, because if I did that, then if I take them to a shop or whatever, then they're obviously going to want a cut as well. I know, I don't think £2.50 is an unreasonable amount of profit, considering I'm the one who created it and put in all that work. So there's some behind the scenes information of how being a self-published author works. Let's see if I can come up with some reasonable prices for my books today. Cheers.